Wir sind mal wieder Backstage beim Wacken Open Air 2017. Bei mir jetzt eine echte Legende, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Did you understand everything?
My name.
Well done. And Wacken was in it.
Great to be here. We were here, we played the 25th anniversary 2 years ago here, and that was really exciting because Germany is a very special place for a lot of us in the band because, you know, a lot of us have roots many generations ago. Plus, we all really admire the German approach towards metal. You know, Destruction, Creator, a lot of those bands are you know, they're slugging it out, and it's cool. You know, no matter what, they don't give up. The bullet belts, the tight jeans, and stuff like that. And you gotta hand it to somebody who stays true to themselves. That's really admirable.
Why do you think Germany and heavy metal is such a good combination, or like still since the 80s? Like a big thing?
I'm not saying that that is the best combination. I'm saying that what they're doing, you know, just staying true to themselves. You know, heavy metal music, the nomenclature has gotten so expansive what metal means. You know, when you think, okay, Slayer's metal, and so is Stryper. Stryper is white metal, Slayer is black metal, or you know, heavy, whatever you want to call it, thrash beat, blah, blah, blah. But who would think you would compare Slayer and Stryper? You wouldn't. But that 5-letter word at the end of the definition, metal, country metal, disco metal.
Disco.
That's new. We should start that. You got the boots for it.
I do.
Yes, you do.
What do you think? Like, you've been around for so many years, the festival as well, but you only played here twice. How could that happen?
Schedule, timing,
all right,
you know, stuff like that. A lot of times when you travel, the irony is so many bands from America make the trek over to Europe, and this lineup here today is so diversified with all the different nations and all the different bands that make up, you know, the people in it, and with the advent of the internet, now people can be in bands and not even be in the same country anymore. You know, the thought of me living in Tennessee and my band being in California and Arizona before, I would have thought it's impossible. So.
Yeah, but talking about technology, you were one of the first bands ever who have a website. Is that right?
First.
The first, like ever.
The first, yeah.
Was it
the first band website? Now,
yeah.
The internet was, depending on who you believe, Al Gore says he invented it. I think he invented the sun too, but
he did.
The website we had was called Megadeth Arizona. It came out October 31st, 1994 with Capitol Records. And, you know, this was so bizarre when we first got it and I saw what a chat room was. I don't think I blinked for a week. I was typing and typing and typing and typing and typing, and then people were doing these scripts where they would come into the chat rooms and do stuff like
pretty complicated,
different band names and stuff. There was this one guy named Shit, and he would go in there and type the word shit and just shit. And I was like, okay, so we had to figure out how do you catch the frame, get his IP, block the IP, and here I am. I was, you know, a guy that was homeless and just beating on a guitar, and, you know, in a matter of a couple of fortunate decisions and being in the right place at the right time, now all of a sudden I'm at the forefront of innovation in music and how to communicate with your fans. You know, we've really taken our fans, the fan club, the internet, social media, all that stuff to the extreme.
But what will be next? So when you're always ahead on everything, what do you think? What
should I tell you?
Yeah. What
should
do you?
I tell you?
Yeah, man. When you're already working on it, or do you think there will be something groundbreaking? I mean, streaming.
Well, yeah,
and stuff
I know
like
something. We're going to be doing something at Bloodstock in England. Where I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Too complicated? Okay.
I want to see it.
When will it be? In?
Bloodstock is in a couple days,
all
and we're doing a particularly cool thing. We've done it before, but it wasn't exactly like this. There was a huge element that was missing from the performance.
All right. I read something about Malaysia a couple of weeks ago. What was going on? You had to change your the songs because
no,
of...
absolutely not. That was bullshit. What happened was Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about the stupid American woman who shot her mouth off saying that I changed my set list and I didn't, or if you're talking about the guy that was in the newspaper down there.
The guy in
So
the newspaper.
there was two things. There was one, some advocate for something, and I just blew her out of the water and told her, you know, she should get her facts straight before she opens her mouth.
All right.
Because all she had to do is look at our set list for that night. No, we didn't change anything. What happened was the guy is living in Malaysia, which is a predominantly Muslim country, and they have rules that they go by for their legislation with the government, and also for their faith with their religion and the tenets that they believe. So this wasn't even so much about the Muslim faith or anything like that. It had to do with the legislation and the method in which they decide who's going to come into the country and play and who is not.
Okay.
And when we went there, David Draymond, my buddy from Disturbed, had said, "Hey man, just be careful, brother." And I was like,
Okay.
careful of what? So he goes, "Yeah, man, that guy is going to be protesting at your show." And I was like, who cares, man? People have protested our show since the very beginning with the giant signs that say, "You're going to burn in hell." You know, somebody had asked me a long time ago, and Axl Rose ripped my line off after I said this. And they'd said, "What do you think about people in the Bible Belt burning your records?" I said, they got to buy them to burn them. So go ahead, I'll give you the matches.
Would you say that Megadeth is a political band? A political band?
No. No. People say that. People in the beginning used to say that we were satanic. They said that we're political, you know, and then we got into a period where there was a lot of heartache in our band because David Ellison's mom died, his dad died, my mother-in-law died from Alzheimer's, and then my stepfather just passed away, all in a really short period of time. So all of our parental units, they all had really painful deaths, and that was really hard. And you know, when you're a musician, you emote, and that if you're honest with yourself and with your fans, you're going to have songs that talk about what you're going through. And we shared what we were going through.
What is there anything you would love to achieve? I mean, you finally got the Grammy. I know it's not a big thing.
Yes, too. Who said it's not a big thing?
You said that it was not a big thing.
You're wrong. I don't know where you got that from. That was a big thing.
I mean, you were is it something you were like really happy about that you got?
Of course, yeah. I was. I don't know where you're getting your information, brother, but
this internet thing.
Yeah, the internet tells the truth all the time, right? So, no, I was happy about just being nominated. You know, out of all the bands that when we started, you know, there were a lot. Now there's so many you can't even keep track of it.
I say thank you very much for
You're
that.
welcome.
Our time is over already. I'm sorry.
Trust the internet.
You invented it, or Al Gore. I don't know.
No, I started it. He invented it.
Thank you so much.